Hi, my name is Sandra, and I'm gonna put you guys on something solid so that you're not bouncing and shaking around.
Hi, I'm Sandra, and I am officially halfway through occupational therapy school. And I only have one semester left of didactic courses, and then I'm on to my level 2 fieldworks and capstone. So I really only have one semester of school left, and then I'm basically on rotations. So a few months ago, I made a what I wish I knew before starting OT school video, and it resonated with a lot of you and helped a lot of you. And as we head deeper and deeper into interview season, I am gonna throw all of my info that I have to share out into the world and hope that it sticks and helps at least one person. I also anticipate that this video will be pretty short because I'm not gonna give you super long lengthy explanations. So yeah, let's dive in, baby.
If you're going to grad school, let go of all of the competition that got you there. Your friends and peers in class are your resource, and they are your colleagues in the future. You are resources for each other, and you should use skills that they have to benefit you and skills that you have to benefit them. That is how you will be the best practitioner that you can be. For the rest of your life, you should bounce ideas off your colleagues and use their knowledge to your advantage. Okay, this next one is going to come off as a hot take, but it's really not. A lot of people will tell you that where you go to school doesn't matter, and I would argue that it does. It doesn't matter in terms of like prestige, but it does matter in terms of your education. There is not a standard education for occupational therapy. Students aren't taking the same classes. Schools don't emphasize the same aspects of the field. Make sure the curriculum that you're learning from is one that aligns with what you want to do. For example, I was choosing between two schools in Colorado. One of them was very theoretical and they did not get a lot of hands-on clinical experience, and the other was the opposite, a lot of clinic-based experience. And what I want to do as an OT is practice. So I chose the route that would give me more clinical experience so that as a new grad, I was prepared with that. You do have to pass your licensing exam. So hypothetically, all OTs are at the same level when they start, or at least at A level before you start. Where you're educated is going to be the foundation of how you practice. So just make sure that your curriculum is one that aligns with what you want out of the field. Oh, it's dark. Let's go somewhere lighter. Before you go into school, have a realistic perception of what your finances look like, what you're going to be able to afford while you're in school, and what you're going to be able to afford when you're out of school. You should know that you're going to have to set boundaries with friends that are not in OT school, and start to have those conversations now as you're interviewing. Start hinting that your life is going to be very different, and you'll be in a graduate program that is a higher level than undergrad, and you'll have to dedicate more time to it. And friends that are not in OT school might not understand as much, and you might have to have hard conversations with them down the line. I have a few videos talking about this, but good friends will understand and do their best to support you. And also advocate for how you need support. If you know that you're gonna need them to send the invitation to hang out because you're not gonna have the energy to come up with something to do, tell them that. Don't expect your friends to just know what you need in this life transition. From the very start of school, make it a priority to take care of yourself. I don't want to say I let myself go, but I stopped prioritizing my hobbies and my time in order to work and do school, and that affected my mental health as well as like my drive and passion for OT. And now that I've gotten back into caring for myself, it has made me so much more excited about occupational therapy. So take care of yourself from the very start, 30 minutes a day to do something for you. You can squeeze that in. I promise you can, and you should do it. And you should know that before you start school. You should do it. I also wish I would have known not to buy the damn textbooks. Every school's gonna be different, but personally, I have purchased 2 textbooks, and they are directly related to what I want to do in OT. But for things like peds, I'm never gonna practice in peds. Shout out to all of you that are. I don't need to own that textbook. I don't need to. One thing that's like tough is, yes, OT school is super competitive, but it's not impossible to get into. People do it all the time. And you should be picky and choosy with your schools, both financially and also based on their curriculum and what they value. You can get into school, and I know it's terrifying. The interviewing process is a lot. It's very scary, and you feel like everyone's telling you that no one ever gets in ever. So why should you be picky if you might not even get in? But like, take the time during your interviews to ask questions about the program, ask what students don't like, ask what professors don't like about their program. I think a great question to your interviewer, if they are a professor in the curriculum, is what would you change about this curriculum? Ask how many people that are teaching you are actively practicing. Know all those things and say no to schools that don't align with what you want. The last thing that I wish I knew before starting grad school was how much fun it was gonna be, while also how much I was gonna prove to myself that I can work hard for something. It's hard and scary and a new thing. Enjoy it. Enjoy putting in work for something that's for you and your future. And good luck, and have fun and enjoy it. And you're gonna do great, and you're gonna make a wonderful occupational therapist.